Hello students! Today we're going to cover a topic on limiting reactants. Just as a forewarning, there is a pretty gnarly storm going on outside, so if you hear some noise or a crash, that's what that is. Alrighty, so we've been working with stoichiometry, moles and grams and all that kind of fun stuff. And in the real world situation, when we have materials, we're going to have certain measurements of things, and we're not going to try to measure out exactly the moles of reactants that we need to produce product. And so because of that, one of our reactants is going to be limiting. What do I mean by limiting? Well, let's think of our water. So if in water, and that's exactly what this is, I have hydrogen gas plus oxygen gas, which is going to produce liquid water. We know that, and we also know that when it comes time to balance, we're going to need 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole of oxygen to produce 2 moles of water. And so with this, that's all well and great. However, we don't know which one's going to run out first. And so again, for example, let's say that in a real world scenario, I have a few hydrogens. I'm just going to randomly write however many, And so we know that our hydrogen is diatomic, just like we know that our oxygen is diatomic. And so I'm going to say that I have 5 hydrogen and I have 3 oxygen. Now we know because of the mole, we're going to have way more than this, but for now this will get the point across. And so, how many waters can I make? So each water is going to require 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. 1 oxygen, 2 hydrogen, and so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Well, since I have 2, 4, 6, 8, I have 10 total hydrogen atoms. So 10 hydrogen atoms. And I have 6 oxygen atoms. So I know that at least with my oxygen, I can make 6 water. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw this. But the question is, am I going to have enough hydrogen for that? So for my hydrogen, I've got right now I've used 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so I don't have enough hydrogen to make this last water, even though I have more oxygen. So my oxygen, since I have extra of it, it's said to be in excess. Meaning I have extra. And in this case, hydrogen is limiting. Because it's the one that determines how much is made. I run out of it first. And so it's important to know what your limiting reactants are, because just because you have so much of each substance doesn't mean it's all going to work out. So we need to figure out what is our limiting reactant. That's what's going to determine what our theoretical yield of product is.